is Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. I'm going to be a part of a collaboration today that Brenda from Maniac Grammy's Homestead has put on. The hashtag for that is Grammys DT Meals and Snacks. And what it is, it's an open collaboration. Anybody can join in that wants to, and please go check out everybody else who has joined in under that hashtag. You don't have to be there every week for it. You can come in and go as you want. But the requirement is that everything you make for a meal or a snack has to be purchased from the Dollar Tree. So that's the DT part, is the Dollar Tree. Thank you, Brenda, for hosting this. And I've just popped in a few times and done it. And so I'm just going to sort of talk while I go about doing what I'm doing here. I wanted to just say, I put on my sweater today, but I hadn't worn it in a long time. I have lost a considerable amount of weight, and it's rather big on me. So if it looks kind of silly with a clip on it, that's modesty. So I just thought I would say I didn't notice how big my sweater was until I tried it on this morning. Kind of strange. Anyway, I decided to do breakfast. And for breakfast, we're going to have oatmeal. So I'll show you what I purchased from the Dollar Tree. I didn't really need to buy rolled oats, but I bought a bag of it just to show what kind they had. It's called Dan D Pack Rolled Oats from the Canadian Prairies, it says. So that's the rolled oats. Then I wanted to give it a little bit of flavor, because just plain oatmeal is kind of boring. But I love oatmeal no matter how it is. I especially just love it with brown sugar and milk. But then I bought these dried cranberries. Here they are Granny Appleton Old-Fashioned Goodness dried cranberries, it says. And where is this made? Oh, now you have to notice that it says on the back here that it's cranberries, sugar, and it may contain milk, soy, sesame, and other tree nuts. So if you have an allergy, you should be very careful with this. It doesn't say, oh, product of the USA. It doesn't say where. No, it doesn't say where. It's packed in Canada, but it's a product of the USA. So that is what I've done. And so now I cooked the oatmeal, and I cooked it with 3 cups of water and 1 1/4 cups of oatmeal, because they said if you wanted it to be a little bit thicker to add that little bit of extra oatmeal. Well, actually they said add two cups of oatmeal, and I said that was too much. So I just added a little bit more, and it's very thick, okay? So, and then I didn't purchase at the Dollar Tree, but it was available for me with brown sugar. So I added a tablespoon of brown sugar into my pot while I was cooking it, because I thought that the cranberries might be a little bit tart. But it says now that the cranberries had sugar packed with them, so they probably were okay. But I did put a tablespoon of brown sugar from home into there, but it was available if I had wanted to purchase it at the Dollar Tree. That pot of oatmeal that I made gave me this entire bowl, and it gave me 3 containers like this extra. So these 3 containers that I have, pull them back here, see? Oh, how far do I have to pull them without going off? See, 3 containers. Those 3 containers that I have, I'll put the lid on, put them in the refrigerator, and for the next couple of days, if Bill or I wants to have oatmeal, all we'll do is it will become very thick and like a little puck in there. You bring it out, you kind of break it up, put a little bit of milk on it, put it in the microwave to heat it up, and it'll be all loose and ready to eat. And it's very good that way. So that way you don't have to make the oatmeal every day, you just make it the once. So let's give it a try and see how it is. Oh, that's really good. Could have added a little bit of cinnamon. I don't think it needs it though. Those cranberries are delightful. I could have even put extra cranberries in that. Anyway, that's really good. I'm impressed with that. And you see, you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a very nourishing breakfast. We were $1.50 for the oatmeal and $1.50 for the cranberries. Our Dollar Tree doesn't have everything for $1 or $1.25. They go up to $1.50. Our Dollar-Ramas can go up to $4, but the Dollar Tree, we know that $1.50 is the most we're going to be paying. So that was really good. Now, had I purchased the brown sugar, it would have also been $1.50, but I didn't need brown sugar, and I just thought I'm not going to buy it and let it go hard at home. So I wanted to also just tell a little memory that I had while I was eating. I'm not very good at eating and talking. I guess that's called a mukbang, and I'm not very good at doing that. But anyway, my mom always taught me, don't eat with your mouth, or don't talk with your mouth full. So I can't break that habit. I want to tell a memory. I've mentioned before that we took a holiday across the country. And part of doing the holiday across the country, we were in New Brunswick. And we went to a place called Hopo Rocks. And what Hopo Rocks is you go out there and then you park in this upper parking lot. And it's on the Bay of Fundy, which has the highest tides. Is it in the world, Bill? Mm-hmm. Yes, it's the highest tides in the world. When they were trying to do a contest a few years back of adding another natural wonder to the world, they were trying to make the Bay of Fundy with the highest tides one of those natural wonders or whatever. It was in the running at the finals. I don't think it won, though. I forget what won. I shouldn't have started the story when I didn't know the ending. But anyway, we went there to have a visit. And what you do is you walk out from the parking lot and you walk all the way down this flight of stairs, and there's benches and everything else. It's a lovely walk. And you walk all the way down to the ocean floor, which is quite muddy because the tide has gone out, and you walk down on the ocean floor. And then they have it timed when the tide is coming in. They make sure that you're all out of the way and you can't go back down again. And then the tide comes in and it goes way up these rocks, huge pillars of rock. And the tide goes back in, and then you can rent a canoe and go out, or a kayak, pardon me, and go out and take your picture where the water is. So then you can show people that you were at the bottom of the ocean and you were way up on the rocks on the ocean. And it shows that difference in height. And it's really, now we didn't take the kayak out. I can't imagine having done that because at my weight, I was not getting in and out of a kayak very easily. I did try a canoe one time and it was near disaster. I said, you better just dump me over and let me swim ashore because there's no way I'm getting out of this thing, but the men got me out. Anyway, again, I digress. What's new? So anyway, we went and we walked all the way down, and I was saying to Bill as we were walking down, why do they have so many benches on this way down? Well, I found out why they have so many benches on the way down. Because the way up, it's a long hike uphill when you're trying to come back up those. And I have a picture of me, which I'm going to put at the end of this video. And it shows me partway up, sitting on one of these benches, and you can see the exhaustion on my face. Now they had like sort of a little train track that halfway up, you can pay a fee and get on the train and it'll take you to the top if you want. I was not going to have to admit that I couldn't make it all the way up, that I had to take the train. No way. I was going to make it up, and I did make it up, but I found out it would have been much more pleasant had I been in shape. So anyway, I'm going to put that picture in. I think I've got a picture of Bill and I on the ocean floor with the rock behind us, and then we got a picture of me walking up. So I will insert those two pictures if I have them, and you'll get to see that. Anyway, I think that that's probably all. I'm going to have another bite of this before we leave, but then when I turn the camera off, be assured I'm going to finish it. It's really good. Really, really good. Okay, well, I hope everybody has a lovely day. Go check out the other ladies. Thank you, Brenda, for including me. And we'll see you all tomorrow.